Hulu's new series Reboot reboots an early 2000s family sitcom, so let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin. Here I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services just like Hulu. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. Hulu reboots an early 2000s family sitcom, forcing its dysfunctional cast back together. Now they must deal with their unresolved issues in today's fast-changing world. The series stars Keegan Michael Key, Judy Greer, Johnny Knoxville, Paul Reiser, Rachel Bloom, and many more. And this is from the co-creator of Modern Family. It centers around Hulu and how they are trying to find their next series, and some writers discuss the possibility of rebooting a early 2000s family sitcom. It's just made up for this series, but they decided to bring this cast back. They would like this series to be mature but funny at the same time. And that's exactly what Reboot is that it's mature and absolutely hilarious. I laughed so much in this series, and I found it to be very endearing as well. What I liked about this series is we see the cast in here: Keegan Michael Key, Judy Greer, Johnny Knoxville, all coming back together after being in that early 2000s family sitcom. And then we have the writers in here as well. The struggles that they have, they want some of the writers to be a little bit older who have worked on the previous show, and some newcomers as well. And so they're fighting back and forth on what to do with the show. It gives a nice look at rebooting a series and the struggles that come along with it. Is that some of the characters, like Johnny Knoxville's character, is really out of it, and he has a hard time acting on the series. And then we have other characters who have relationships in the past and they can't get past that within this series. So it takes an honest look at rebooting a series and the struggles that it comes with if it's in the writer's room or possibility of it being canceled. Whatever it is, there's struggles along the way, and Reboot captures that perfectly. I was more invested in the writer's room story, as we have some endearing moments, some more mature moments. That's where the maturity lies within the series, as we see some of these younger writers trying to compete with some of these older writers in in the back and forth between the two, while being funny, did allow for some characters in here to grow. We have one of the head writers who is struggling to connect with some of the other writers, and there is some personal drama along the way, but it's very mature and it adds a lot of depth to these characters. From episode 1 to episode 8, we see these characters grow and how they can try to overcome certain situations and arguments. That is where the maturity lies. We see some of the funnier moments coming from Johnny Knoxville and Keegan Michael Key's character. They are embracing this reboot and they're pretty excited for it. It's nice to see Johnny Knoxville do something other than getting kicked in the balls repeatedly from Jackass. He's a pretty good actor, and there's some dramatic sequences in here, but there is some fun moments along the way for the character. And Keegan Michael Key is really good in here. He is trying to move past certain situations, and I like his focus on the series. And Judy Greer is awesome in here as well. She fits alongside Johnny Knoxville and Keegan Michael Key very nicely. The three of them were like the main focus on this series in the early 2000s, but with certain relationship issues, it adds some dramatic sequences but also some funny scenes along the way. What they want this reboot to be is mature and funny, and that's exactly what the show is, and I think they balanced that very nicely. We got some endearing moments for the characters and the writers within here, and some hilarious moments along the way when they are trying to film certain scenes and they keep messing up and it just doesn't come naturally. So some of the humor lies within those scenes. But it's poking fun at sitcoms and reboots, and there's a lot of references to other reboots that they've done before in the past, and how shows can just be canceled left and right. It feels like a parody at times. A lot of references. It's just poking fun at it, but it's a fun series. I was hooked with the series from beginning to end. It was easy to get through. It does have all of that sitcom feel to it, with character relationships and storylines. It feels a little bit like Modern Family with some of the transitions and some of the music as well. And I embrace that. I really do like Modern Family. I think it's a blast, so it was easy to just dive into this series. Reboot was hilarious from beginning to end. It had some mature moments, some endearing moments for the characters as they are expressing their feelings and we see these relationships develop. It was fun to see Johnny Knoxville and Keegan Michael Key in here, but the writer's room storylines is where I was absolutely captivated. See that behind the scenes look at it, the process of writing a series, the process of filming it, and how there's mishaps along the way. It was all captured very well. So before I give you my score for all 8 episodes of Reboot, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give Reboot a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Reboot on Hulu. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.